So I can't remember if it was like a pic or it was like one of those like ones where it kind of looks like a pic, but you're just like showing like V, even though I have no V like that area. More like the U area because I'm chubby. But so I'm getting this text. It's supposedly some girl. Basically we're like sending pics. She sent me some what looked to be an ass.
What looked to be? Why do you say what looked to be? You're not confident?
I'll show you right now.
Oh, all
I'll
right.
tell you right now.
What is going
What is going on, guys?
What's good, everyone? I'm your boy Mast.
No Migs.
You may notice the location's different. We usually record inside the back, but that shit's flooded as hell right now, and it's probably the seats are probably all wet from the rain, and also not to mention Dream's piss. And then,
it's funny because your cheeks absorbed all that piss because like that seat was dry as hell.
Well, okay, no, my seat. I don't know what my seat absorbed. It didn't smell like piss, thankfully. It smelled like it smelled like water. So I'm hoping it's water.
I hope so too, but also like your cheeks is just water absorption left mask because they were wet for sure, but the seats were like dry. I was like, that's what's tripping me out.
Yeah, and then but that's not the case for my backpack. My backpack was on the seat that Dream likes to sit on, so that shit smelled like piss for sure. I had to scrub it with Dawn soap and everything.
Yeah.
But yeah, sorry, excuse me. So we're in this rainy day today. It's pouring. Fucking cats and dogs. It's been like that for a good 2-3 days now, and we got another 2 or 3 days coming up soon.
Yeah.
Thankfully, it's not going to rain during the Super Bowl though.
Thank God. I mean, does Vegas get rain?
Yeah. Actually, I noticed the last 2 years it's been raining a pretty decent amount over there.
I mean, I guess good for them. I don't know. Oh no, because they're not well equipped for that. Remember how like some like these hotels like get flooded,
bro. That shit was crazy.
They're not equipped to handle rain.
Yeah, no, for sure they're not. But how did you like to spend your rainy? You like rainy days, right? Or
yeah, I like rainy days. I just don't like driving out in them, especially where I live, because I live in the ghetto, San Bernardino, and so like it's full of potholes that just like will come out because the water is like throwing away all the asphalt, and then it's like super flooded because it's uneven pavement and people don't know how to drive, and I'm just like would rather stay home during rainy days.
Yeah, no, I feel that. That's how I feel too. I mean, it sucks for those fucking DoorDash drivers and everything, the Lyft drivers. But they over there making their bread.
I'm about to make them work right now.
One time though, it was like a month ago. I was driving under that passing citrus where it dips down.
Yeah.
Under the bridge, and there was like it was like a huge puddle. Thankfully, I saw it coming into it, and I was aware that there was no cars around me, so I kind of like hit it at like maybe 20 miles per hour, and just. You couldn't see shit on the windshield. It was like covered like you're driving the ocean. I swear to God, man. And I was scared for my life, but thankfully it only lasted like 5 seconds. But yeah, it had me spooked. That's why, for sure, I hate driving out here too, especially lately with all these dumbass drivers. I can't tell you when I drop out the kids at school, man. Like there would be like 4 dumbass drivers like all in the same little area, and just like so much anxiety. But how did you like to spend your rainy days back then when you were a kid?
When I was a kid, same thing I do now, man. I just spend at home. There was at one time where I was like, let me go out in the rain, and then ended up just getting sick. I'm like, this is whack.
Yeah, I feel it. You know what I used to do sometimes is, so I don't remember if I said this before on the pod, but on my mom's on the street, on the side of the street where my mom lived, there was like it would always get like mad flooded, like a big old like little lake, and so we would have to put like cart or 4x4s and like lay it across.
Look at this pussy using an umbrella.
We're over here, people watching. No, but yeah, we would have to do that or get big ass rocks from the neighbors across the street and build like a little bridge. But sometimes, bro, I would just go and splash in that bitch. I don't know. As a kid, I was stupid.
You know what? Actually, I did remember. So we used to have like one of those like outdoor pools, like the ones you build up with, but not like like you know like the ones that go up, the regular ones everyone always gets.
Yeah.
I do remember I would like to like when it was raining. I was like for whatever reason, sometimes I'd just like get the urge to go swimming in there, and it'd be cool. I do that for a bit when I was a kid. I could do that.
Bro, I had a dumbass homie. I don't know. He always just tried to do the most fucking wild shit just to get attention, I guess. So one time we were walking home, and he just wanted to go lay flat in the little puddle, like literally lay on it, facing up. I'm just like,
attention whore.
Bro, what the fuck, man?
I mean, he's craving attention.
Yeah. I wonder if his ears got any infections or whatever.
Yeah.
But all that brown ass water. But nah, man, I love it when it rains. It kind of gives me that urge to play Call of Duty Zombies and shit. But it's never gonna be the same like how it was back then.
Hell no.
Like, cause this is when Black Ops 2 was out. Black Ops, like the transit map, the one where you go on the bus and go places.
Yeah, I love that map, but man, that map was so hard for me. I'd always die.
Nah, yeah, I feel it. I don't remember my furthest. The one I for sure did like over 100 rounds in was the World of War map. You know what I'm talking about? What's it called? Kinko Diverton? I don't remember. Something like
The
that.
first one?
Yeah,
Yeah.
the one I Call of Duty World at War.
Yeah, where it's just like you're just in like basically like one room.
Yeah. In that one, I went over 100, but only because I learned like the little hacks on YouTube.
That one was pretty easy if you just like learn how to like station yourself well. Everyone has a little station, like they just handle that. And I remember one time I was playing that shit with my homie, and I was playing it with my homegirl, but his boyfriend, we're all boys, but all my boys they came over to my house, and so we're playing Call of Duty Zombies with her because she was the only able to come over. And so we're playing, and we're going far. We're taking turns, like playing like on the same level while she's playing by herself. And then for whatever reason, one of my homies decided like we're like level 45, and we had like no signs of stopping. He decided to just be funny and just decided to just like quit the game, and we were host. And then she texted like my friend who was his boyfriend. She was fucking hot. She was so pissed at him. She was like, like, bro, why the fuck you fucking turn off the game? He's like, I thought it'd be funny. I'm like, how is that funny?
Nah, man, I fucking hate those people. What's even more funnier though is playing Call of Duty with Johnny, bro. That was the worst partner ever, especially on zombies, bro. He goes and does his own fucking thing. He's in his own little world. Hell yeah, yeah. That fool Johnny be in his own little world, and I forget which game it is, but it's that one where you're downstairs and there's staircases on both sides. It's like a theater or something.
Oh, from the first one.
Is it? No, not the first. World at War. So Black Ops 1 or
Black Ops 1, the first map.
Yeah, that one right there that one's the most memorable with Johnny, at least, because that's when he would always come over and we'll play, and a lot of the time it would be a rainy ass day. We'll order some Pizza Hut and shit, or we'll go to Staters and get some potato wedges.
Ooh,
Shit, man, those were the best. But dude, video games used to give me blisters on my hands.
Yeah, my hand. I'd get like hand cramps, and like I just literally had to like put the controller down because like I'd like start like going like this and like throwing up gang signs and shit.
Nah, when I was a kid, like I would always get fat ass blisters on my fingers playing Tekken, and then like.
Oh, did you see there's a new Tekken out?
Yeah, Tekken 8. Wait, is it out already or
Yeah,
not?
Tekken 8.
It already came out?
I've seen gameplay of it.
Yeah, I've seen a lot of gameplay, but I wasn't sure about the release date. But I don't know. Some of the new character like skins or whatever, or
Yeah.
like clothing, they look stupid. Like especially Paul. Paul looks the worst, man.
I haven't seen Paul.
He has like the little emo hair. Like it's like instead of it being straight up like usual, it's like a fat ass comb over, and it's like covering one eye. Like it looks so bro. He looks like he's from Soul Calibur or some shit.
He got that Jimmy Butler haircut.
yeah, exactly. Literally like that. And
Hey man, and by the way, fuck you, Jonathan Kaminga, man. You screwed us over this past weekend.
yeah, Kaminga's a bitch, man.
I had a feeling too, bro, because he was like hot, like crazy, and I'm like, damn, I don't know if he'll do it for like a 7th game in a row. But I was like, fuck it, let's just do it anyways. And he was playing like ass.
Huh.
He was tired.
Yeah. What about cartoons when you were a kid? Like, what would you watch a lot?
You know what? It's funny. I obviously if there was cartoons, I'd watch, but I was a big fan of watching like scary movies on the Sci-Fi Channel, or if there was anything like on like TNT, like some kind of movies, I was big on just watching that.
Mm-hmm. I watched a lot of the Warner Brothers shit like on Saturday mornings
Yeah.
with like Yu-Gi-Oh. Oh, that reminds me, bro. Fucking. So let me go back to my favorite cartoons though. Back then was like Dexter's Laboratory, and I used to love watching Johnny Bravo.
That was a great show.
A lot of them were on Cartoon Network, actually, now that I think about it, because Scooby-Doo, it was also my shit, especially the movies.
That's why I don't know if you saw that. There's like a debate, like, all right, one has to go Nickelodeon or Cartoon Network.
I don't know, man. That's tough because the cartoons are obviously on Cartoon Network. Nickelodeon, though, they mainly just had SpongeBob. And then, obviously, the Drake and Josh, like all the real, like, actual real person, like, shows.
Yeah.
Whereas, I don't know. What would you do?
I'm torn, but I'd probably pick Cartoon Network.
What did you like better though between Disney Channel and Nick?
Um, I liked Nickelodeon for their live action one because I thought the Disney live action series were kind of bunk, at least the newer
The
ones.
main one I liked was Sweet Life of Zack and Cody.
Okay, yeah, that one was cool, but I could if I had to pick between Disney and Nickelodeon, I can miss Sweet Life of Zack.
And then wasn't Even Stevens on Disney Channel?
Yeah, it was. Ah, damn. Fuck.
And then what else were the old ones? That's So Raven. They had, I know Phil. What's his name? Phil of the Future.
Damn, I forgot. Oh, never mind.
That's what I'm saying, brother. When you think about it, it's actually hard. Obviously, as the years have gone by and generations have changed, like Disney got mad fucking weak. Like
their their shows are so stupid.
yeah.
Remember
And,
that
that's why Hannah Montana. And even though I wasn't really like the biggest fan of it, they had some cool episodes.
I fuck with Hannah Montana. Hannah Montana. Hannah Montana. Hannah Montana. But yeah, and then the show got weird. Like they like that show Jake Paul was on, Bizarre Vark. I watched a couple episodes just because it was on. And I'm like, this is stupid as fuck.
I feel like that was the turning point when Jake Paul was on there.
Yeah.
Like everything started getting worse. Like all the shows, like the acting was dog shit. I think the last decent show was the one with when Raven's brother had his own show, Corey in the
House.
Yeah, Corey in the House was like the last decent show.
That was actually a pretty good one.
Yeah. After that though, there was nothing really good.
It was funny because like did you ever watch like when they would do like the Disney games?
Oh,
like,
yeah,
with all
yeah.
the live action stars.
Bro, that was dope as fuck. I always rooted for who did I root for? I feel like Dylan Sprouse,
Yeah.
like the cool twin, and I would always root for him. Or I don't know, but sometimes they'll be having some like one weak ass team. Like it'll always be a bunch of bunk ass who's.
Yeah, they didn't know like they were clearly not athletic enough to do any of these things. Mind you, most of them aren't, but like some of these were just like they didn't have any athletic skills.
I feel like Demi Lovato was in a couple, huh?
Yeah, she was my little coker, cokehead.
And Debbie Ryan and who else? Yeah, but those were some good times back then. Then you bring stuff like that back.
Yeah.
I always loved those like spring break type little party games. Like especially on MTV, they used to do that too. Like the challenge on spring break, they would have like some of the challenge people from the show be like team captains, and it would just be like a bunch of random ass people from wherever they were located.
Yeah.
I think that's actually where they got that girl Camila.
Really?
They got her from there.
That's crazy.
I guess she was just that good or whatever.
She was that good. She was that hot. I'm like, all right, she's perfect. Get her on the show.
Yeah, but that talking about the cartoons reminding me how we brought up Yu-Gi-Oh. That was the one thing that I've always wanted and I never got. The little shield thing where you put the cards.
I had one.
You did?
I did. I don't know what happened to it. They remade it. Like you can buy one now again.
Yeah. You see, that's the thing though. I feel like in the moment that was like the number one thing I wanted just because how cool it looked.
Yeah.
But like nowadays, I can't see myself getting that shit just to like hang it up somewhere, or, like put it on a shelf or anything because
Shout out Jaime.
he does. He has one?
But he bought one.
Ah. See, I can't see myself doing that anymore. I don't know. Maybe just I don't have the space for it or what. But I don't know. I can't see myself buying it. I don't have that love for
I get it
Yu-Gi-Oh
because like
anymore.
I'm very picky about like toy collectibles because obviously I also like a toy like or like a figurine or some kind of like weird poster of like something from my childhood. But I'm very picky because I don't want to. You know, I'm an adult now. I don't want my room to still look like it's a 12-year-old. So I'm very like picky about having shit in my room.
So is there anything that you want that's too late to get now, but back then you really, really wanted?
A lot of the stuff that was on the TV, like actually on TV, like this the foam sand.
The foam sand. I was never a fan of that shit. I don't like Play-Doh or that or like Legos. I'm not really into all that stuff. I was always into video games right off the jump because I don't know. I felt like, well, my mom claims my first word was PlayStation. So I don't know how true that is. Maybe I fucking butchered the hell out of it, but that's what I was going for.
I remember when I was a kid, my mom, it's like the earliest recollection. I think we were out at a Costco or like a Sam's Club or some shit. She was like, all right, because she was like, for Christmas, I know you get the option. You can have a PlayStation 2 or you can have a computer. And I was like, give me that PlayStation.
That's right. Yeah, for sure, man. I mean, yeah. So that was kind of like where I was lucky as a kid. It's that I was the only kid for 6 years.
Yeah.
And so that's when all the consoles were coming out. I think 2001 was when the PS2 came out, maybe 2000,
2002.
2000?
No, 2002 ish.
Okay, well I got the PS2 right then and there. The GameCube came out probably at the same time, right?
Shortly after that, like it was, they came out all around that era.
Yeah. So by the time my firstborn brother was born in 2002.
Dumbass Jake.
So he probably wasn't even familiar with video games till he was like 4 or 5 years old. So that I had a good 10-year run without having to worry about other brothers getting all that shit.
And then at that point, you didn't have that weird awkward phase where like you'd have to turn off like their controller just so they would stop bugging you, stop playing.
Yeah, exactly. So shout out to video games. Those things kept me off the streets. And I feel like that's why a lot of the new generation is kind of weak sauce because
that's all they play.
That's all they do is just video games. They're not all about street smart or anything like that.
Yeah.
What about what's something that you could buy now that you couldn't as a kid? I know it's kind of like similar, but it's a little bit different.
Something I could buy now that I couldn't as a kid.
Yeah, something that you're still willing to.
That's a good question. What do you think about that? While I think about that,
A trampoline. I
good.
never had a trampoline, bro.
Oh, you know what? I've always wanted like either like a pool table because I've always thought, man, having a pool like the fact your mom has one is so cool to me, even though it's not in use.
I know it used to be in use for a minute, but everyone kept hitting the balls out, and it would always hit on like the tile.
Oh, okay, I see. Maybe if your mom like put. Oh, but then it would just bounce off the carpet.
Honestly, bro, when I move over there, we'll probably put it under the shed or something.
Yeah, or maybe like a ping ball machine. I've always loved ping ball machines. I just I don't like playing them for too long because I'll get bored easy. But that's something that I would want to like pull the trigger on.
You know what's crazy too though is like, well, maybe it's a little different, but you may say you want it, and then when you buy it, it's just gonna sit there forever.
I know
that's. And you're just gonna touch it like 1, 2 times.
See, that's why I wouldn't pull the trigger on it. I'm like, because am I really gonna play with this? It is more like a want.
You know what, man? I probably wouldn't buy it now, but those moon boots.
Oh, those
like
are
little
cool.
bouncy.
Yeah, those are fun.
Those things. Cause I got the Heelys, but I got it all late, bro. I got it like when everyone was already grown out of that shit.
Yeah.
And I couldn't even use it, so I gave up on it real quick.
You weren't able to get on the Heelys, right?
Nah, bro. I'll be able to spin. I'll be able to roll for like half a second.
Yeah, it did lose like its luster because I remember I had bought some and like after a month I got bored of them because I'm like now it's just like impairing my way how to walk because you had to walk a certain way so you're not hitting on the wheels.
Yeah, that should be cool though in middle school if you're just like rolling, you pull up next to your little crush, you're like, hey, what's up, girl? You see this? See these wheels?
Pulling up on my beat.
You'd be like, grab onto the shoulders, I got you.
Damn.
Who was your first celebrity crush?
My first celebrity crush?
Yeah.
It would probably have to be someone on one of these like networks we were talking about. You know what? Actually, probably. I don't know.
You be crushing on the cartoons too, huh? Like the emo version of the girls and shit.
Yeah, they certainly got me in the type. Oh, you know what?
You got like those mean girls.
I did enjoy. I don't know. Probably like Mickey James or something.
Bro, yeah, for sure. WWE. I never even thought about it back then. I was like, yeah, low key, I was crushing on these bitches. I was just rooting for them to win and shit, you know. But it was for sure Mickey James. No, for me it was Candice Michelle.
That's who I'm thinking of.
Yeah.
I'm like, I know it was somebody else that was, and it's not the girl that bounces on the thing with the splits. It's not her. Melina. It's not Melina. It was Candice Michelle.
Yeah, Candice Michelle. But honestly, I had a crush before that. It was JoJo, and the reason how I discovered her.
JoJo.
Yeah, the singer. The reason how I discovered her, or the way I discovered her, it was on what's it called, Time Warner Cable on Demand.
Mm-hmm.
Like they had music videos on there before, and I forgot. Me and my aunt, we're just going through like random ass music videos. It's funny. There's a video on how to Dougie.
Yeah.
Or wait, was that how to Dougie? No. Oh, there's a video of how to pop, lock, and drop it on there.
Wow.
We watched that shit. It was
you know what? Actually, and you're gonna probably laugh at me, and now I think about it, because I would watch those stuff on the MTV. Pink. That day she did something to me, and I'm like, what's going on?
I feel like for me, I was never a fan of the short hair. Like it came off as like lesbian vibes.
It did.
But I could see it. But nah, for sure it was JoJo for me. And
I guess Britney Spears too. Like, you know what? She was in her bag back in the day, man. I thought she was so pretty. And and Hillary Duff too. Man, I got a thing for like blondes or something. I don't know.
Blondes?
At least back then. Now I don't care.
Yeah. Now you like never mind. I was gonna say some shit would get me canceled.
I, the-
Uh, I remember when we were talking about that story. I kind of want to get into it about the.
oh yeah, yeah. All right, so because I brought up this question to Mike last Friday because I was listening to the Bueno Beno Patreon, and I guess a friend of theirs sent out a dick pic and got caught up with like blackmail and shit. So I brought up the question that, oh Mike, I was telling him about the story about how I sent a dick pic on a date. Well, I can't remember because it was so long ago. It was just like during like maybe like freshman or freshman or sophomore year of high school. So I can't remember if it was like a dick pic or it was like one of those like ones where it kind of looks like a dick pic, but you're just like showing like V, even though I have no V, like that area.
The V.
Well,
Damn, I remember
more
the
like,
V.
more like the U area because I'm chubby. But so I can't remember exactly if it was like a full out dick pic.
You can't remember?
I know it was this long, bro. It was this long ago. The way it happened was, so I'm getting this text randomly from this random number, and it's supposedly some girl. The name sounded mad familiar, and I'm like, okay, maybe it's this girl I knew in middle school, and she's like hitting me up. She got my number somehow, and so we're texting, right, and then she eventually sent me that. So she was like, oh, I'll send you like basically we're like sending pics, and so she sent me some what looked to be an ass. And all right, let me see this.
What looked to be? Why do you say what looked to be? You're not confident?
I'll show you right now.
Oh, all
I'll tell
right.
you right now. This is why I was more heated now. This is repressed memory. And to because they listen to this, I love y'all, but you guys were fuck you guys for that, man. You guys are fucking assholes for that shit.
Oh yeah.
they listen to this podcast. So
Yeah.
So then that I sent that, and then I was like, I'm like, okay, man, who is this girl? This is that, and then the text started getting like a little weird and mad personal things. Like, how the hell does she know about this? And at that point, maybe I should realize like, it's probably someone like one of my friends like pranking on me that has like a number or something. But I didn't like things were clicking. So like they started like, oh, basically like, oh, I know where you live. This and that. Just like almost kind of like stalkerish questions and like or like responses. And I'm like, now I'm getting low key like scared because I'm like, yo, who is this person? Like, why do they know so much about me? And then come to find out, I was talking to this one of my buddies about it, and like while we were getting picked up from high school, and my dad was like overheard the conversation, and so he was pissed. He was like, yo, who's texting you? And like, oh, dad, I don't know. And so like, he brings it up to my mom, and mom's all getting like worried. So like, all right, nah, we're going to Metro right now. We're gonna switch out your number. And so we switched out my number, and I'm actually a little more heated because we switched it out to the current number I have, but my old number I fell in love with it because it was so easy. It was like 827-2677. I'm like, it was so easy to say. The fact that I can still remember it is like, damn, I just realized that. But so I got to switch that to the current one now, and I was things were cool after that, and then maybe like about a week, a couple of days later after that, the same buddy that I was talking to about it, he finally confessed and told me it was his cousin and my homegirl that were like texting me. It was the homegirl's new number, and so they were just like, they were like messing around with me, and then they were trying to basically see how far like it'll go along. And I was so visibly pissed. If y'all know me, I don't get pissed, man. I let shit pass too easy, even to my detriment when I probably should stay pissed about things. But I don't like to be mad. I was visibly mad. This was the first time I ever decided I was like, I kind of want to fight my friend. Like dead ass, I wanted to throw hands, but then I got over it. Like I was eventually, but I was extremely mad at them for a cool bit.
Yeah.
Now I can laugh at it because like it's like. It was been so long, and it actually is pretty funny. Like it's funny and dumb on my part for not realizing, this is one of your friends, bro, that's like messing around. But at the same time, I'm like, y'all some dickheads, man. I thought it was some girl like trying to like hit me up and try to raise her up. I'm like, nah. I was like, damn, I felt bamboozled.
Yeah, for sure. I've been bamboozled too, man. Over there, I think it must have been like 8th grade. This is when like the girls start coming in hot. Cause 6th grade I was like tapping in, and then 7th grade was it? I feel like 7th grade was kind of dry actually for the girls, but 8th grade was when everything was getting hot.
I was in my bag 8th grade, man. I was in like 2 relationships or kind of like 1.5.
But so I had this girlfriend, and I should have known, man. I had a girlfriend at the time, and then I feel like I think we were only together for like 3 months, but somewhere in between there, towards the end, actually, of course, I was getting like a text, and it was like some girl. It was a random like message. She was just kind of trying to say like, "Oh, you don't remember me from this party and this,
Yeah,
this
yeah.
and that." I was like, "What the fuck, no?" And I told her to send a picture, and then she sent a picture, and like I did not recognize her, bro. But I was like, "All right, she cool looking though. Let's see what happens."
Yeah, yeah.
And she was just like saying she wanted to go to this place, she wanted to go to this place, like she wanted to go be with me and all this and that.
Crazy.
And I was like, hell yeah, let's do it. And then I don't remember if. Oh yeah, my girlfriend at the time, she had texted me saying, "Oh, so what's up with all this? What's up with all that?" I was like, "What the fuck?" I was like, "Oh man, what the hell happened?" She was like, "My friend was texting you and pretending to be me or pretending to be some girl."
Red flag, red flag, red
Because
flag.
that girl wasn't even her friend. It was just a random picture of a random girl. But her best friend was over here texting me as her, and pretty much trying to bait me and shit, and it worked.
They baited your ass.
And weirdly enough, she stayed with me for like a good another week or two after that. And I was just like, oh, that was, I know, you know what line I hit her with? I was like, oh, that was my friend. He had my phone. He was texting and pretending to be me too.
I mean, that's a quick save. That's a quick save.
That's a quick save, but it got burnt really quick, obviously.
Yeah. You know what? That kind of happened to me once too. Also in freshman year in high school. Man, I was getting fucking bamboozled left and right during my early years at AAV. There was this homegirl. Because when I first got into school, I didn't know anybody, bro. So I just was making friends with like random, and I started making like I got cool with like the little emo crowd.
Mm-hmm.
Because I was like at the time during middle school that was all I listened to, so that was my end for like till I get to know people. And there was this one girl, this one white girl. She was real sweetheart, you know, kind, caring, but she wasn't like ugly or anything. But I just like I didn't like I just wasn't interested. But I was totally down to still be like friends and stuff. But I could clearly tell like no more often than not, like I'll say like when girls are into me, I'm very oblivious to that shit to the point where like they get done being with me, and then come to find out her homegirl tells me like 3 months later, oh yeah, so and so is into you.
Both.
And, yeah. So, but this one I could clearly tell like, oh yeah, she's into me. But I'm like, I'm not into you. I'm like, at least because like I just wasn't feeling her.
Damn, as you getting friend-zoned by Migs.
Yeah. And so she texts me, and then she pulls that shit where she's like, basically like saying, oh, from her number, like, oh, this is so and so's friend, and she's like, oh, can I ask you a question? This is that. I'm like, oh, I guess sure. And she's like, oh, are you interested in so and so? I forget her name, and I was like, no, not really. Like, you wouldn't want to be her, like his. You want her to be your girlfriend? I was like, not really. I just kind of want to stay friends and stuff. I think I just kind of like her in that way, and just shot her down gently, and then I knew for a fact it was her because she was a little weird too. So I'm like, she was just trying to mess around and play with me like that, and kind of glad I didn't because like she left, she was gone for a while, and she didn't come back. She ended up having a kid. I was like, yo, she got pregnant. I'm like, that could have been me.
Crazy. So yesterday the Grammys just happened, and there's a lot of like crazy stuff going on with Jay-Z. He kind of pulled a Kanye and went over there in Beyonce's defense. And when he won a Grammy, he kind of gave this whole little speech or whatever, talking about like.
I'm like, at a certain point, I'm like, bro, I know that's your girl, but I'm like, maybe her music isn't that great, bro.
Yeah, because he was talking about how like she's never won the album of the year and everything, and he was just saying like, man, if you guys would just get it right, blah blah whatever. And I don't know, it was just funny to hear, because I mean maybe there's some truth to it, to where it's something personal with like the judges or whoever picks the winner. But I don't know. At the same time, we never heard a front to back album where it's just like, all right, this is all hits.
Yeah, I mean, I personally haven't either. But mind you, I'm not like a big Queen Bee fan, anyways. But like,
Yeah, me neither.
But I mean, I do appreciate she has a great voice. She does have some hits. I'm not gonna lie, she has some bangers. But I've tried to listen to a couple albums front to back, and it's just it's not my cup of tea. And I just think if you want to be like in that sense, like I think the album has to be like bangers start to finish, or most of them at least. And I can't think of a Beyonce album that does that. And mind you, I'm not that well versed, so maybe someone throw a suggestion my way.
Well, you're definitely not like a 35-year-old mom, so you don't fit the demographic for sure.
Damn right.
Nah, her music's for sure for like the mature crowd. Whereas like people like Taylor Swift, did she win the album of the year? Or you don't know.
She won album.
She won an album of the year.
She won like 4 Grammys.
Damn, she's just hot this year. Then man, she's
Yeah.
got all the attention right now. No wonder she's like the biggest in the world.
Is that Travis Kelce?
Huh. But anyway, no, I think on Nightcap with Shannon Sharp and Chad Ochocinco,
Yeah.
they were talking. They had this little debate about like who's bigger, Taylor Swift or Beyonce. And Ochocinco, he's not well versed into like the entertainment world, but obviously in his culture or whatever, Beyonce's the bigger one, and that's probably just because that's all they're bumping over there.
Yeah, they gotta stand with their peoples.
Yeah, so and of course big respect to that, but Shannon Sharp pulled out the facts, and he pulled out the receipts or the stats, the stat lines and everything.
Numbers don't lie.
And what the numbers say is that Taylor Swift is miles ahead of Beyonce right now at this current time. Because, obviously back then, Beyonce was the biggest.
Yeah, like at a certain point, Beyonce was way bigger than Taylor Swift.
She was probably the lead of the female artists back then.
For sure.
For a good while. But no, so I went over there to look on Spotify to see the monthly listeners, which isn't the best way to determine who's biggest because it always fluctuates, especially when people have new releases. But I went over there to look just for fun. I went to go see. Let's start off with artist Jay-Z. So he has 36.4 mil monthly listeners. And then we have Kanye West, who has 64.8 million monthly listeners. And then we have Beyonce, who has 48.4 mil. We got Rihanna with 82.2, which is obviously already pretty much double of what Beyonce has. Then you got Drake, who has, he just went up to 85 mil. And so Drake and Rihanna are pretty much neck and neck when it comes to that.
Yeah.
And just for fun, I want to go look at Michael Jackson since, a lot of people still listen to him on the daily. And he's like still like on everyone's top whatever artist, But he has 37.5 mil. Now, he doesn't have new music, so it's kind of...
About 20 of those listens is Jonathan.
Yeah, so... Now let's go to Taylor Swift. 102.2 mil a month. And that's more than double of what Beyonce has. That's more than double of what Jay-Z has. That's more than, so obviously Taylor Swift is the biggest in the world right now. She's over here selling out arenas. She's
on her world tour. She's about to be in Tokyo. She's about to have 3 or 4 night shows at the Tokyo Dome, which is like the biggest concert venue out there.
Yeah, man. She's about to be with a second place NFL winner in Travis Kelce this year.
Hey, fingers crossed, baby. Fingers crossed.
First place going to be the Niners.
Hey, let's go. Bang, bang, Niner gang.
And yeah, so, I mean, she's just killing it at this point. And for sure, she caters to the young girls and the old girls. So she's just dominating right now.
Yeah, there was literally like a video of like one of Taylor Swift's fans who were like, they're playing a guessing game, so that they're like playing every second of each song, and she was like guessing all of them right. Which, mind you, it's not that crazy in and of itself, because like my favorite band is like Slipknot, and I've listened to most of their popular songs to the point where like I could also do that. So it's not that out of the range, but I'm like, it's still pretty crazy that people can still do that.
Yeah, for sure. So with the Grammy, did you see all the winners for the Grammys?
I saw the EDM dance song, because there's a song and there's a record. I just saw the record.
Skrillex got it right with Rumble.
Yeah, and honestly, I feel like they missed on that one. I feel like those other songs on there were a lot better than Rumble.
What songs? I'm so like not even. I have no knowledge on what the hell went on at the Grammys. All I saw was Beyonce, or the whole thing with Jay-Z. I woke up to all this shit. Let's see, Grammys winners. That's the thing, though. Is like people. Why do you even care about these awards? I get it, but I really hate that because we at this point we all know all these award shows are all like pretty much biased a little bit. You know.
Yeah.
It's not the true winners, and they're not really determining on how the winners determine.
Bro, there's not even like Beyonce wasn't even a nominee for best album. So I don't
She wasn't?
No, I don't see her.
What the hell's this fool bitching at then?
That's what I'm saying.
Well, record of the year was "Flowers" by Miley Cyrus. I don't even know what song that is. I'm be real.
I could buy just a flower. Oh, that sad ass song about girls that can't get flowers from their man.
And then album of the year went to Taylor Swift with "Midnights." Miley Cyrus was on there. Lana Del Rey, SZA, Boy Genius, Olivia Rodrigo, John Batiste. I don't know who that is.
Wait,
Janelle Monáe.
what was best song?
Best song was Flowers.
Really? Because I got what was I made for?
Record? On record of the year?
No. I was looking at song.
Wait, what the fuck? What's the difference with record and song then?
I'm trying to figure that out.
Because I know some people call record like as an album, and some people call it as a song. So I don't know, whatever. But song of the year is what was I made for? That Billie Eilish song.
It's a great song
for the Barbie or whatever. Damn, Vampire, Kill Bill, Flowers, Dance the Night. And then we have Best New Artist, Victoria Monet.
Who?
Sorry. People are like, Woof Logik, who?
Yeah.
Producer of the Year, Jack Antonoff. Metro Boomin was on there. So yeah, I mean, I don't know. These award shows, they don't really determine much. I'm gonna be real. You know how many times Leonardo DiCaprio took for him to get an Oscar? How many years?
And he has had some great movies where I think he got it with Deliverance.
Yeah.
That was a great movie too.
So the best dance and electronic music album went to Fred Again with Actual Life 3, which obviously Fred Again is like one of the best producers in the game right now. And they had Skrillex on there, K5, the Chemical Brothers, and James Blake.
Yeah.
I haven't really listened to any of those except for K5 and the Fred Again one. So, and then you got the where's the electronic song?
I'm trying to look for that too.
So many damn awards over here.
Yeah, there's a shit ton of Grammys. Like you could just win for like random things.
Boom, 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 boom.
Wait, but who won an album then again?
Album was Fred Again.
I believe that was a great album.
Yeah,
What-
man, that guy's game changing.
Who are the other nominees on that one though? Or you're too forgotten already?
Oh, the other nominees was the Chemical Brothers, Skrillex, and something Blake.
I would have thought they would have had like Disclosure's little album on there. I really fuck with that album a lot.
Oh, James Blake playing Robots into Heaven. And then they had For That Beautiful Feeling, the Chemical Brothers. K5, Quest for Plus Fire, Skrillex.
That was a good album.
But I only listened to the K5 one, and I only listened to some songs from the Skrillex one. The Fred Again one, I listened to most of it. Oh, I'm happy that like he won that shit though, because he's not new, but he's fairly new into like the mainstream world. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And there's artists that wait years and years. Like, has Diplo won before? I don't even remember.
I think they won it with like Jack U.
Jack U.
That one song with Justin Bieber.
Oh yeah.
I think they won a Grammy off that one.
So the best dance electronic recording was Rumble, Skrillex, Fred Again, and Flowdan. Whereas there was Strong by Romy and Fred Again.
Yeah.
Higher Than Ever Before by Disclosure.
That should have won that. I fucking love that song.
Loading, James Blake. Black Box was live. Recorder 21F, Affix Twin. I don't know who that is.
Apex Twin.
Affix. Yeah, so, I mean, shout out those dudes. I guess you could say they dominated the electronic.
I mean,
side
they
of it.
really did. No one else was putting out like crazy shit like that. I mean, it's not crazy either, but it's like really good music they're putting out.
Yeah, you're always going to see like Skrillex on these awards or Diplo or like at least as nominated. But yeah, it would be cool to see who else gets up there. I think Major Lazer might have been up there once before too.
Yeah.
Who do you think could make a run for it then? Tiesto, Chainsmokers,
Just
David Guetta, Calvin Harris, of course. Pretty much all the main guys, huh?
yeah, it just has to be like what they're trying to do. Because I'm like, sometimes like songs just aren't just they're bangers, but they're not like Grammy hits.
Bro, there's so many artists right now copying Fred Against style.
Yeah, with the Stutter House.
Yeah, man. I'm not saying he's copying, but I did listen to I think it's a new Tiesto song. I listened to it on the way back from dropping them off at school, and it was very similar.
Well, I mean, that man's like a chameleon. That whatever's hot, he'll put it out.
Yeah, bro. I remember he jumped into Bass House.
He did.
Remember?
Yeah, he did.
With Tony Jr. And yeah, I mean, that's cool. I guess you go with the trends.
Yeah.
It works for some people. I feel like when you've done it all already, you might as well just do it.
Yeah,
you got nothing to prove to anyone. Just show that you can do it, and that's it.
Yeah, I think he's already made a name for himself, so he can just do whatever he wants at this point.
Yeah, exactly. I don't blame that. Especially if you get inspired by it.
Yeah.
It's just for me personally is only when you're like literally copying the whole layout of the song. That's the only thing. Just
Yeah.
don't do that one. But that's cool. That's cool to see. You know what? I'm actually a big fan of the Stutter House stuff. Like it's very like relaxing to listen to.
It is. It's
When
not,
done,
like,
when done
crazy.
right, especially.
Yeah.
Like there's this artist, I think his name is Blunt. I wish I had it on my phone, but I only have it on my laptop. He made a sick ass song. I'll find it later. I'll probably play it on the next off the web or whatever bullshit.
Cool.
But yeah, he made a dope ass Stutter House song. When did that genre name even come out? Because I have heard it before.
I think it's just when the Friday game was getting like big popular, so you're just trying to figure out what the hell to name it.
I feel it. Is there like a remix that you think is better than the original?
An EDM.
Yeah.
Ooh.
Or you know what? It could be anything. Because obviously people
Yes.
make remixes of real songs too, like mainstream songs.
The Sub Focus remix to that Rusko song. But we don't like to talk about it.
Yeah, I know what you're talking about.
Like the original actually is mad cool. I like it. It's more of like a chill vibe, which is crazy for like a Rusko song.
Uh-huh.
The Sub Focus turned it into like this drum and bass fucking like hit, like banger, like legend hit. Like you'll always hear, like anytime you hear that song, like, oh damn, this song is a classic.
Yeah, so I got this cover of Pursuit of Happiness by Lizzie.
Which one was that one?
It's the girl. She's no, well, obviously it's the same fucking lyrics,
Yeah,
but it's like a rock band version. Watch.
I'm not.
Let me see.
It's been a blast. I think I'm gonna take a.
Oh, okay, yeah.
Yeah. So I like that one a lot. You know, when people do like covers or whatever and they do it right. Like I remember Travis Barker was doing hella fucking covers with the drums.
Yeah.
Shit like that. And then what's that one?
Side note, real quick. Have you seen videos of him just like he'll do like little drum covers of like just random ass songs that don't have drums, but he's just throwing drums on there.
Yeah.
And he starts getting all flashy. Like, all right, motherfucker, chill. Just play the drums.
Yeah, my boy, we doing fucking drumstick
Yeah.
spins in it. Hell yeah, that's why he's the GOAT.
He is.
All right. What about remakes of TV shows or movies? What?
I think the only one that was somewhat cool was it.
It.
It still was pretty, like the new one was still had a good scare in it.
You know, a lot of movies are actually remakes, and you just don't know it.
Yeah,
Because there's been so many times where I find out like way later. I'm like, what the fuck? That was a remake? I thought that was like Dawn of the Dead was one for me.
Dawn of the Dead. So there's this movie called Interstellar, but it was
Yeah.
basically like a 2001 Space Odyssey, like very similar. Like it's heavily inspired by it, but that one's way better than the original 2001. Cause I seen that one at school, and that shit was so fucking boring.
Yeah, man. You're talking about the one with Sandra Bullock?
No, that one's Gravity. Interstellar is the one with Matthew McConaughey.
Well, that one was boring, huh?
No, that one was good. The original from that, where like it got inspired from, it's called 2001: A Space Odyssey.
Oh,
It was just as boring as the movie we saw on Friday or Saturday. I mean, that movie was bunk. Oh, let me talk about it. I took Mike this weekend to go see this movie. It was called The Zone of Interest. It looked cool as hell. Like the trailers looked mad interesting. Like it won a film festival award. It had like a 92% on Rotten Tomatoes. It said a psychological horror film. It was about Nazis. I'm like, all right, cool.
was it horror though? I got no horror.
No, and that's when I was thinking at the end, like maybe we're just too desensitized to like natural horrors that we just like it didn't phase us.
I don't know, man. I feel like nothing was happening.
And I wanted to walk out. 4 people walked out of the movie. I've never seen that in my life. 4 people walked out of that movie.
Yeah, same. I never seen anyone walk out of a movie before.
And I wanted to so bad. I want to see how this ends. I want to give it a chance, and it went nowhere.
That's how I am too, bro. When I start a movie, I gotta finish it because you never know. Like sometimes when you skip out on a movie or TV show, they're like, "Oh no, you stopped too early." That's the thing.
Yeah, like with like Hereditary. You remember that
Yeah.
movie? Like it got crazy right at the end, like the last 15 minutes, and that made up for like the rest of the movie. But like that movie we saw, it was just so slow paced, so it was just I don't even want to talk about it. That's how wacky it was. I wasted like $36 on that movie.
Yeah, man, that movie's
It was whack.
I-
It's not whack. It was not. It wasn't. It's just. It was way too artsy. It's way too artsy. I'm like,
Yeah, it's one of those movies where you got to go just to enjoy the. It's kind of like steps outside of the norm when it comes to filming.
Yeah.
And their styles and everything. So, yeah, no, 10 out of 10 would not recommend.
Well, you know what movie I would recommend 10 out of 10 that Mike recommended to me was The Iron Claw.
Yeah, man, that shit was really really
I
good.
saw it last night and it was so good. Zac Efron, I totally get what you were meaning at one time where like sometimes his face takes away from the performance, but then he did have a good performance overall.
Yeah, especially the ending, like once all the bad shit started happening.
Yeah,
Because in the beginning, it just kind of looked weird, and then the accent took a while to get used to.
yeah.
It's hard when you know who the actor is to try to get like the hang of their new accent.
Yeah, the part where Carrie, where he calls his brother, he's like, "Man, I got it in me, man. Like, I just want it end." And you know what's funny? So you know how he wrote that note where he's like, "Oh, I'm gonna go with my brothers."
Yeah.
I don't know if he actually wrote that, but you know Bret Hart, right?
Yeah.
So apparently, like he was because he was wrestling at WWF at the time with Bret, and so like they were like buddy, like, they were like really good buddies. And I guess he was like dealing with that shit while he was in there, and so he literally was telling Bret all the time, like, "Bro, I want to be with my brother so bad." And I guess he had daughters. They didn't show it to it in the movies, and so Bret was like telling them, like, "Nah, bro, like your brother's passed already. You got two girls you got to worry about that need you right now." And he kept saying that, so he was always worried about him, and he actually ended up killing himself.
Yeah, that's the sad part about that shit.
And then there was another brother that killed himself that they didn't even add him in the movie because I guess that probably would have just been way too sad.
Yeah, and that's the thing with WWE, or I don't know. I'm pretty sure back then with all promotions, but even now with WWE, that's why a lot of people like they can't stay in there long because it's literally working like pretty much every day of the year.
Yeah, and then plus his leg was amputated, so like he was taking like he was like hooked on addicted to like painkillers just to get just remove the pain.
Mm-hmm. That's a crazy ass movie. If you guys are in for it, it's funny.
Yeah.
There's so many like TikToks of people they record themselves before watching it and then after, like they're all in tears.
I was choking up hard, bro. I was like,
Nah, just because I knew the backstory at least a little bit. Once I seen the wedding scene when he was vomiting and shit,
Yeah,
that's
I
why
was
I
like-
knew it was just the
I was
domino
like-
effect.
It's like it's a wrap.
That's where it all starts. It's all gonna turn right here. But yeah, man, it's a sad movie.
It's a great movie though. You should watch it though.
Yeah, check it out. I think let's go on to off the web.
Off the web, come on.
Yeah, we got everything going right now. It's getting a little colder. I ain't gonna lie.
It is.
So off the web, we actually decided to do Usher songs since this coming week we got the Super Bowl, and so I obviously picked the Niners. What do you got?
I got
Chiefs?
Niners too. I fucking hate the Chiefs. I wish they all die.
Crazy. He's joking.
No.
So this week off the web, we got Usher songs. We got our top 3. We're not gonna play them because we'll for sure get blocked in the countries surrounding us. Maybe even the U.S. Honestly, when it comes to bigger artists, you do get blocked up in here.
Yeah, and especially these Ushers, low-key bitch ass, because he be like being mean to T-Pain and shit.
All right, so go ahead, list your top 3 then, Migs.
All right. For number, I'll just go. Fuck, where's my list? Here it is. My top 3 Usher songs, which I hope he plays too. I think he'll play more of that, like the popular ones, the ones that get more beat. You Remind Me.
Mm-hmm.
DJ Got Us Falling in Love. And oh my God, with Will.i.am.
Oh man, you took my.
my bad.
I'll replace it. Don't worry. Oh my God, bro! I love that song.
I'm sure he's gonna play that song.
Yeah, for sure, bro. He has to. He has to play like a lot of his upbeat songs because the more serious ones, he's either gonna open and then go upbeat and then close with the sad shit again.
Yeah.
But for
With
sure,
Confessions, he probably close with Confessions.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, so for sure you gotta go put it in number 3. Actually, I'm going with. Did you say Love in the Club?
No, I didn't sing Love.
All right, 3 is
That's
Love
a
in
great
the
song.
Love in the Club.
Got love in this club.
Shit, man, I'm torn between these, but I'll go with You Got It Bad.
That's a great song. You got it, man. Man, he was on his bag.
Yeah, number 1 for me is Yeah.
Oh my God, he better play that song.
Of course, bro. That's
He's
his
so
biggest
lit.
song, and
I
they've been
know.
using on the promotions. They're gonna play Yeah right next to Oh My God probably. But yeah, so just recap that one again real quick. Number 3, I got Love in the Club by Usher. Number 2, we got You Got It Bad by Usher, and number 1, Yeah by Usher. Yeah.
Yeah.
You think he'll bring any special guests?
I mean, yeah,
What do you think?
for sure. Will I am.
You think for sure Will I am?
I mean, for that song, probably.
We'll see.
I don't know, man.
I think he'll bring Lil Jon.
Though, yeah, Lil Jon.
'Cause
For
Lil
sure.
Jon, I think he has a house in Vegas or some shit.
Yeah, and he has a couple songs with him. Maybe Lil Wayne. He has a couple songs with Wayne.
Does he?
Yeah, Lil Weezy. He has like 2 or 3 with him.
Okay.
I don't know. Maybe Alicia Keys. I think he has a song with her.
Yeah, what songs does he have with any girl performers? Does he have a song with Pitbull? No, huh?
He does.
He does?
What is that song called?
Pitbull, Usher.
I think I said it.
DJ got us falling in
Yeah, I
love.
did.
Yeah.
Yeah, I did.
Oh, maybe he will bring out Pitbull then.
Yeah, Mr. 305.
What do you all right, what's your prediction? What's the first song he's gonna come out with?
Probably yeah. Just to get
Yeah.
everyone like, oh shit, Usher.
Dun, 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 dun. Maybe like some customized intro or something.
Yeah, I wonder how he's gonna come out like maybe like you know how Rihanna was like fucking like midair pregnant as shit. Hey, that girl was crazy, bro. Like you got 2 lives right here.
Facts. Yeah, I think my best bet would be that he's gonna start with. I feel like he won't though, just because of how popular it is. He might save it for like towards the end.
Yeah.
Not like the last song, but like towards the end. I think, and then I don't know. Yeah, I think he'll start with then. What about what color Gatorade? Let's do like our random things. Like, all right, so what color Gatorade do you think he's gonna, or that he's gonna
The winning team.
Well, yeah, the winning team's gonna pour.
I'm gonna go with purple.
Purple. I was thinking yellow.
All right.
Yellow. Let's see. Let's play a little bit of Prize Picks. We're not sponsored by Prize Picks, but I've seen Grant Cohn. He does this with his dad. You know
Yeah.
Grant Cohn?
No.
Or no? Duh, of course not. You're not a Niners fan. So there's this sports analyst, not analyst. He's a journalist.
Yeah.
He has his own YouTube channel that I watch for the Niners, and towards the end of his videos, he likes to do Prize Picks. I think he has a sponsorship though, but I want to just do it for fun. Let's see what stat lines are for here. So obviously on Prize Picks, you get the over half yard on Mahomes.
So that's a lock. He breaks his ankle first play, so this is not a lock.
I think Isaiah Pacheco hits his stat line on the rushing yards over 67.5, because Niners rushing defense has been pretty fucking mid lately.
Yeah, I would lock that in. Sadly.
I would lock in Christian McCaffrey over 90.5 yards.
Rushing?
Because also Chiefs rushing defense isn't that good. Their DBs are good.
Yeah, that's true.
And CMC pretty much always hits it for the most part, or he's always near really, really close. I'll give Kittle over 47.5 receiving yards. That guy, he always I don't know, he's just, obviously he has his like games where he's not really included, but I feel like for the Super Bowl you got to include your top players.
Yeah. What about Brandon Ayuk?
BA. What's his stat line?
He's at 63.5.
63.5. I see a possibility. I think I'd be more comfortable with the receptions.
You're right. Receptions.
Does he even have one? Oh, no, he doesn't even have one.
Because they know.
Yeah, because they know he's going to be fucking targeted. For sure, though, I think Rashee Rice might hit his receiving yards.
Yeah, they don't. They have Travis Kelce. Do you think he's going to be in his bag?
Maybe for a touchdown. I think he'll get a touchdown.
Can he get a touchdown?
Yeah, over half a touchdown.
Noah Gray randomly. He'll just get like tossed randomly. He has 1.5 receptions.
Facts.
So if you want to be a little risky about that.
Also, Isaiah Pacheco he gets one every fucking week. Yeah, put it over on Isaiah Pacheco's rushing receiving touchdown. You won't get much, but you'll get something for it because it's one of those green demon ones.
Yeah. If you want to get a little spicier, the sacks, because that's where both DNs their defensive lines, like they're kind of like not sack machines.
Mm-hmm.
So it's just like you kind of try to risk it. Like Bosa, he was in his bag last week, but other than that, he hasn't had a sack in like how many games?
Yeah, exactly.
Come on, bro. Hey, they paid you a lot of money. Step up.
How's Mahomes' O-line?
They're good. They lost Creed Humphrey. Oh no, not Creed Humphrey. Joe Tooney, the guard, the all-pro guard. So but the guy that replaced him, he was playing pretty decently. Their tackles, they've been playing a lot better. But you could still you could still try to get a holding call on them.
I for sure go over on Chris Jones, over a quarter sack.
Yeah, he'll get one. This will randomly will just penetrate the line.
Do you see any interceptions happening, like thrown?
Maybe with Trent McDuffie.
No, I'm saying thrown.
Oh,
I think maybe Purdy, honestly.
I think Purdy will throw one. I hope not.
That shit's ugly, though, looking at that 4 interceptions he threw to Baltimore.
Yeah, but I mean, 3 of them weren't even his fault.
Yeah.
The other one was a bozo throw.
Facts.
Well, I feel like he's in his bag though. I feel like he's like finally getting comfortable in his own skin.
Man, I swear, if he pulls this off, we're gonna build a statue for you, my boy.
Would you say he's better than Joe Montana?
I mean, I don't. You can't say that yet, but going based off of the stats,
Would you say he's better than Steve Young?
not yet. I see. That's the thing is they both won Super Bowls. So
Yeah, but Steve Young was barely he was like a backup for like 2 or 3 of those.
what do you mean 2 or 3 of those?
Wasn't he like Joe's backup for like a cool ass minute?
I don't think he was on those team during those.
Really?
Yeah, no, I don't think so. Let's see, when did Steve Young join? I don't think so though, bro, because I think he was only a backup for a couple years. Because there was like a decent gap in between Joe Montana's Super Bowl and Steve Young's.
Let it burn.
He played 15 seasons. 1985, he played 5 games. 1986, 14. See, he joined the Niners in 87. So, what about, what's his face? Joe Montana. Joe Montana played 79, 80, 81, 82, 83, 84, 85, 86. Yeah, no. He wasn't the backup at the time then. Because Steve Young was with the Bucks in 85 and 86.
Right.
Nice. I remember they had a little bit of, not like beef, but like Joe Montana was kind of saying like, oh, I'm better than Steve Young. Like, why you guys are replacing me and all this shit.
Because
like,
you old, bro.
Yeah, he was getting old. He went to the Chiefs.
And he took him to the AFC Championship.
And so did Alex Smith when he left to the Niners to go to Chiefs.
He did.
He went to the AFC Championship, I believe. I think they lost, though. And, yeah, it seems like we got a lot of close connections with the Niners and Chiefs. And so we got the Super Bowl coming up. I'm excited. Hopefully, well, I think the next time we record, the Super Bowl wouldn't have happened yet. But in 2 weeks, you'll see if I'm going to be sad or happy.
Yeah.
And if we win, please come. And, no, if we lose, please come and cheer me up. Come check out on your boy.
Yeah.
Have a little watch out for me.
And don't bag on it, man. We got, you know what, man? This would be his 3rd Super Bowl in a row where they took it an L.
Yeah, don't bag on me, bro. I'll commit suicide. I swear to God.
Damn, just like Carrie.
Crazy. No, I'm just kidding. We'll see what happens. I got a lot of hope in this team, though. As long as we don't fucking make no bozo moves.
Yeah, man. Just play to y'all's strengths. You know, try to keep the run game to a minimum.
Yeah.
Minimize the explosive plays. Just try to penetrate Mahomes.
Penetrate this one.
Dre Greenlaw, just get yourself DQ'd and take out Travis Kelce out the rip.
Facts. Nah, don't do that. This guy's always doing the dumbass penalties.
Exactly. So if you're gonna do it, you might as well take out one of the Chiefs while you're at it.
Take out Mahomes' ankle.
Yeah.
That motherfucker's still gonna play through it. Remember?
I know.
Wasn't it the Super Bowl where you played through it?
He played through a bad ankle with the Jags game.
The AFC Championship?
No,
No?
there was a divisional.
Oh, it was a playoff game though, huh?
Yeah. He,
This guy just can't fucking lose, bro.
and then when they would lose, he got taken out bad. Remember with the Browns, and then the backup quarterback still ended up winning.
Oh yeah, I remember.
I'm like,
that.
man, fuck the Chiefs, bro.
Yeah, man, fuck it. All right, then. Well, we'll close this week out. Hope you guys liked this episode. Make sure you go check out Maple Alley's channel, and make sure you go like, comment, share, and subscribe if you're listening to us on Apple Podcasts or Spotify.
Yeah.
Leave us some good reviews,
Please.
and we'll see y'all next week for the 44th episode.
Yeah, and to my buddies who bamboozled me, I love y'all. Just don't forget that, though.
I don't love y'all. We got beef. I'm just kidding. All right, then, guys. Peace out. See y'all next week.
Peace.